the Honorable Colum Imbert, Acting Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the Minister of Community Development, Culture and the Arts, Dr. the Honorable Nan Gasby-Dolly, other members of government and of Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago, members of government represented here this evening of other Caribbean nations, Assistant Secretary General of CARICOM, Dr. Douglas Slater, specially invited guests, all participants of CARIFESTA 14, and last but certainly not least, to you, the citizens of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, good night. I bring you greetings this evening on behalf of my Prime Minister, the Honorable Gaston Brown, and the entire government and the people of Antigua and Barbuda. I also wish to offer advanced congratulations to you, Trinidad and Tobago, on the celebration of your 57th anniversary of independence on August 31st. Over the past 10 days, the Caribbean descended upon Trinidad and Tobago to exhibit and experience our uniqueness as a people, our Caribbeanness. As a Caribbean people, we demonstrated how much we love our beautiful corner of this planet. And we demonstrated also that there is no other place in this world that we would rather be. From the Bahamas in the north to Suriname in the south, from Belize in the west to Barbados in the east, we all came to Trinidad and Tobago and we experienced the pulsating rhythm of steel pan, the evocative movements of our dancers, the delectable taste and smells of our Caribbean cuisine, our rich history. We experienced the creativity of our designers, musicians, singers, and playwrights. We experienced Caribbean commonality. We experienced what is meant to be a truly Caribbean family. I believe I speak for all delegations represented here in saying that CARIFESTA 14 was a true success story. You, Trinidad and Tobago, have raised the bar to what was previously considered unattainable heights for CARIFESTA. You have set a new standard that has given us yet another reason to be proud to say that we are from the Caribbean. I commend the Minister with responsibility for culture, the Honorable Nan Gasby-Dolly, the Prime Minister, the Honorable Keith Rowley, and the government and people of Trinidad and Tobago for the superb execution of this important Caribbean exhibition. At a time, ladies and gentlemen, where there is a perception that many organs of CARICOM may not be achieving the lofty goals that were envisioned when they were set, this collective sharing of uniqueness and identity called culture continues to build bridges over the waters of our Caribbean civilization. And throughout the past 10 days, we as a Caribbean people were able to immerse ourselves in our rich history and commit new energies to the preservation of our culture and the integration of our peoples. Our Caribbean space is a unique melting pot for us people in the region. We are the descendants of Amerindians, the descendants of Chinese, the descendants of East Indians, and the descendants of Africans. And despite our varied ancestral backgrounds, we have integrated to create the Caribbean man and the Caribbean woman. For Antigua and Barbuda's delegation, it was an experience of a lifetime and a celebration of Caribbean unity despite our geographic differences. This was demonstrated when the legendary Len Bugsy Sharp joined Antiguan and Barbudan young pianist and arranger Can Cordis in a rendition of Antiguan and Barbudan calypso on the steel pan. This seemingly simple gesture highlights not only master meeting youth, but also a recognition that for our culture to survive and thrive, we must be willing to teach and willing to learn. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2 short years, in 2021, Antigua and Barbuda will have the opportunity to continue the rich tradition of showcasing the Caribbean. As Sir Edwin Carrington, Former Secretary General of CARICOM once said, and I quote, "CARIFESTA embodies Caribbean integration. It is here that the people of the region come together, commingle, creating one community, one people. That is integration. Further, this event strengthens the bonds between us, displays our creativity and ingenuity, and demonstrates to the world the best that this region has to offer. CARIFESTA celebrates our Caribbean being in a way that no other single event can." As Antigua and Barbuda's Minister with responsibility for sports, culture, national festivals, and the arts, the task will be mine to welcome you, the Caribbean, to our shores, and to further advance the vision of one Caribbean, one people. My friends, Antigua and Barbuda is the Caribbean. No other country in our region can boast that their society is as cosmopolitan a mix of the Caribbean people as Antigua and Barbuda. So in fact, we will be welcoming each of you home. For Antigua and Barbuda, the hosting of CARIFESTA 15 in 2021 coincides with the 40th year of our young nation's post-independence era. This alignment of stars gives us an opportunity to harness the consciousness of our people and the attention of our collective diaspora to commit to playing a greater role in uniting our people. Also, capitalizing on our Caribbean uniqueness in establishing our region as an economic and a cultural juggernaut. CARIFESTA 15 in Antigua and Barbuda will aim to continue the long tradition of deepening the awareness and knowledge of our varied visions for a better Caribbean through the exhibition of talents and skills of our peoples to each other culturally. Antigua and Barbuda, the tiny nation whose strength of character and pride created cricketing legends Sir Andy Roberts, Sir Richie Richardson, and Sir Curtly Ambrose. Antigua and Barbuda, the nation with a people buoyed by the determination to overcome adversity and to succeed, as demonstrated by our national heroes, Sir Isaac Vivian Alexander Richards, King Court, and Sir Vere Cornwall Byrd Sr. Antigua and Barbuda, the land of 365 white and pink sand beaches, one for every day of the year, the pulsating rhythms of steel bands like Hell's Gate, Harmonites, and Halcyon. My brothers and sisters, we live in an era today of extreme uncertainty and of great challenges in the world. However, this Caribbean civilization does not have a history of succumbing to adversity. Our Caribbean experience created a Marcus Garvey, a Bob Marley, an Usain Bolt, a Brian Lara, and a Vivian Richards. This Caribbean experience created Nobel laureates, Sir Derek Walcott, V.S. Naipaul, and Sir Arthur Lewis. We introduced the world to reggae, calypso, and the steel band. If this does not demonstrate the greatness of our people, then I do not know what can. Let us never shirk from the challenges of our era. Let us never allow ourselves to forget those upon whose shoulders we stand. Let us never underestimate our ability as a Caribbean people to change the world. Ladies and gentlemen, pack your bags and book your flights. Prepare yourselves as we take another step towards the continued development of our Caribbean civilization. Prepare yourselves to experience an explosion of history and culture. Prepare yourselves for CARIFESTA 15 in Antigua and Barbuda. See you in 2021. Thank you very much.